ambition, where mind meets matter. Our goals become the dreams that ground us. You dedicate yourself to what if and remind yourself that you got this. As long as you act on your belief, you shall receive.
How has it been blooming into being an ambitious woman? Basically, take me along your journey on what sparked that initial drive, that initial awareness for you to go out and get it.
Yeah. Being ambitious takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of dedication. It is hard. It is really hard. And I think oftentimes people, they love to throw that word around, but being ambitious means having grit, like being able to get up every single day. If you get an L, like, I gotta lock in, I gotta do it, I gotta keep going. That is what being ambitious is. Having a positive mindset of not giving up. I think when it's always been there for me, thankfully. It's always actually been inside of me. I've just always had that drive. When I was young, I used to be like, I'm gonna move to New York, I'm gonna move to New York. Did it. Like, everything I say I'm going to do, I do it. It may take me a little bit longer. It may not be on my timeline, but I do it. And if I don't do it, I do something better because God has something better for me. So yeah, being ambitious, it's always been in me, but it takes a lot of grit. And some days I have it, some days I don't, but it's something that you continuously have to nitpick and be like, how do I keep this? How do I keep this energy? So yeah.
How do you get that inspiration of, okay, that's what I want to do, let me go ahead and do it? Like, where does that confidence come from, you choosing what it is that you are seeking out to do?
Yeah. And honestly, it's like new levels. Like, what's that? Is it new levels, new devils or something?
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
or new levels, new challenges.
New challenges. Yeah. Like, I'm in a season, I've always had it, but I'm in the season that I'm in now, I feel like I really have to dig for it, because it's almost like this inner knowing that there's more, that God has more for you, or there's more for you in this lifetime. And then also knowing, like, hey, life's short, right? We're on borrowed time. Unfortunately, I could walk out right now. It could be my last day. So what am I doing with the time that I have? What legacy do I want to leave behind? So I do it with the knowledge of I'm on borrowed time, and also, right, what legacy, what impact do I want to have on the future generation or for my future children? You know, that is what I keep, that's what keeps me motivated. That's what drives the ambition. And just knowing, like, I'm called for greatness. And how can I be 1% better or closer to that greatness?
I really like that. That's what keeps your inspiration fresh for me. That's how I'm interpreting that.
Yeah.
And building your legacy. Ooh, that was deep. That was so deep. That was good. So then, with this ambition, who supports you, and how are you empowered?
Yeah. So who supports me? Definitely family and friends. But you also have to remember that not everyone's going to clap for you. And you don't have to wait for people to clap for you. You need to support yourself. So yes, I love when my friends share something that I've created. I love when my family, you know, tells me, hey, job well done. I love when my coach or my trainer in the gym is like, you did that. But at the end of the day, you got to support yourself. You have to believe in yourself, because when you believe in yourself, then the outside people start to believe in you. So it really stems from within. And then, I'm sorry, what was the other part of the question?
Like, who empowers you? Who reminds you to be empowered?
Yeah.
But before we get to that, I like how you said it comes from you first, right? How do you drill that into you? Because we can have imposter syndrome. We can run into a wall, and it's like, where do I go?
Yeah. I definitely have experienced imposter syndrome in certain workplaces sometimes. But you have to remember, like, I'm that girl, I'm that guy, right? Or whatever, right? You would not be called into a certain room. You would not be hired for a certain job. You would not get a certain opportunity if they didn't think you were capable. If you didn't already do the things that allowed you to get those opportunities. Doors would not open if you were not capable. So it's you just have to have this like willingness. You have to get out this funk, right? No negative self-talk, and you have to believe in yourself. You have to. It's like some people say delulu. I don't like that personally. It's not delusion. It's faith. It's trust. It's confidence, right? It's not delusion. It's, I know I can do this. I know I'm called for this. I know I'm destined for this. If you got to be a little cocky, be a little cocky. That's something I'm working on. I need to be more cocky. But you have to find it, right? You have to find that inner self-belief. And yes, you know, it's beautiful when you have a coach or a trainer, when you have a friend, a mom, that's a big brother that's pouring into you, of course, a mentor, but you got to have it in you. And you can pray for it, you can work for it, you can search for it, you can read books about it, listen to a podcast about it, you can listen to me, but you have to know, like, you can do all these things, but at the end of the day, you have to be like, let me find it within myself. How can I find it? Because we can keep talking about it, but at the end of the day, you have to just like muster the courage and be like, I'm that girl. I'm that guy.
How would you encourage someone to find it? I guess give an example of how you found it in you. Where were you at? What were you going through where you found it?
Yeah, for me, I find it in different ways. So sometimes I do listen to a podcast. There are some influencers that I love to watch and see. And then sometimes I need to just read my Bible or pray. In the Bible, there's something that says, like, be strong and courageous. For me, like, and I'm really big into quotes. Okay. So for me, or sayings or phrases. So when I hear that, strong and courageous, like when I read that in the Bible, for me, it's like God is not asking you to be strong. He's telling you, he's commanding you. You need to be strong and courageous. So I'm like, bet. I'm going to be strong and courageous. I'm going to take on this goal. I'm going to apply to this job. I'm going to go for this opportunity. So that is where it comes from for me. Sometimes different things. It's like, again, a Bible verse, maybe someone that's ahead of me, that's inspiring me, that's pouring into me. So yeah, that's where it comes from.
I love that. Oh my gosh, I love that. And now that we're on faith, let's get a little more into it.
Okay.
I love that because, okay, culturally speaking, we are both Nigerian.
Yes.
Okay, I do share, Black African American.
Yes.
And it's a complete difference, though, in the way the Black church teaches the word and the way an African Nigerian church teaches the word. From my experience with Nigerians, it's so much command and power, and it's very powerful. Like, you guys almost really, really know. You remember, I should say.
Yeah.
And this reminds me of Islam a little bit, because they also speak like that too.
Yeah.
When it comes to the Quran, and like, this is in you already. Whereas in the Black church, you're begging for it. You don't know what's in you.
I love this
somebody
conversation.
Needs to give it to you, right? So, because the strongness in that, how did you know? When did you get that awakening moment? Some people, they don't ever really wake up. But how would you want to wake those up who are begging for this to come through from the word?
Yeah. Definitely, it's in you. Like, this is a little off, but like some people say, like a new age term is like, you got that dog in you. You have God in you. God is within you. You will not fail. So it's the same mindset. I work out a lot. So for me, like religion and prayer, like, and gaining strength. I also gain that strength in the gym, physical strength in the gym. So for me, I know it's in me and I know God is within me. So it's just this like this sense of belief that things are going to work out. What God has for you is the best option. And you just have to trust. And it is hard. It is so hard because sometimes people are in silent seasons. And I'm in a silent season right now. And it is so hard. But you have to, whether you're meditating, praying, crying, worshiping, whatever you're doing, right? You have to remember that everything happens for a reason. You have to look for alignment and trust the higher power. Trust that things are working out for your good. I also love like music. Music is a way that I draw closer to the Lord, and it strengthens my faith personally. So yeah, it's just having this like knowing that you can make a plan, right? We all have plans. Like, oh, I'm gonna do this today. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get married at this age. I'm gonna go to this college. But God knows what's best. You know, they say, man plans, God laughs. Like, you don't even know. You think you know, but until you seek God and ask him, what should I do? Where should I go? Where should I move? Then you will start to walk in alignment because he knows what's best for you. You could live a certain life, right? You could make your own decisions, but when you seek the Lord and ask what I should do or help me make wise decisions, then you're walking in alignment. There's different ways to live out this life. You can do it your way, or you can do it the God ordained way. And I promise you, when you do it the God ordained way, or at least you really trying, you're gonna see that your plans, what comes to fruition surpasses the plans that you had. It's gonna be like mind boggling. It's truly going to blow your mind. And it blows my mind all the time too, because I have these plans, and then when my plans get disrupted and I'm like, let me do it God's way, I'm like, whoa, it's better than what I even imagined. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Yes. Really experiencing magic. No, that was so good.
And to be honest, sometimes I'm like, this is kind of creepy. This is kind of scary, but it's okay. Like, it's supernatural. Like, it doesn't have to make sense. And that's the beauty of it. Sometimes I really be like, whoa, this is God. Like, this is like an outer body experience. Like, sometimes it doesn't even make sense because, and that's how you know, like, this was meant to be. This is God. So yeah.
Exactly. I love that. And then as you were speaking about that, this is closer up, just so you know.
Okay.
When it comes to having that faith and, you know, being along your journey, how do you address when fear strikes up? Or how do you address when you start to question the things or the breadcrumbs that God has laid before you? You know, how do you address that? Because like you said, new levels, new challenges, new devils, whatever. But how do you deal with that? Word of advice for fear.
Yeah. It is hard. And right, I don't have it all figured out. So if you need to cry. It's okay to cry. I'm not a huge into venting. I'm not huge. I used to be, but as I've grown older, you don't need to vent. Vent to God. You don't need to vent your problems, right? Because you don't know if the things you're saying to another person, if it's genuine, right? If they're taking it, you know, and they're not going to talk about you later, but cry it out, do a workout, and then write a list like how can I overcome this? How can I change my situation? How can I get out of this funk? And be strategic about it. I'm really big on like having agendas or plans and ideas of like, how can I move forward? Right? Because that's the only way. You got to move forward. That's the only way. There's another way, but you don't want that way. So how can I move forward? I'm scared. What do I need to do to be not scared? And sometimes do it afraid. Do it afraid. Be doubtful and still do it. Like, you can move and be confused. That's okay. You're going to figure it out. You don't always have to know the answer, right? You don't always have to know the final destination. So, you know, it's okay if you can't see the finish line, but as long as you're moving, you're doing better than the person that's still sitting there contemplating what to do. So yeah.
Indecision. What do they call it? Decision analyzing, paralyzing, something.
I know, but I don't know.
It's like I forgot what that's called. But no, you're right. Facing it head on, going after it head on, and not sitting and wallowing.
Don't say paralyzed and you're confused, like you don't know what to do. You're wasting time. There's things to be done, and it's better to be moving slower. It's better to be getting the thing done than just still sitting there and you didn't do it. Yeah, so get to moving.
Get to moving.
I think did this one stop?
Yeah, my battery was a little low.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, it's okay. But ooh, I love that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so to give us like a archetype, who inspires you? Like you could be celebrities or family members, just to give a archetype and just your reverence of them.
There's a girl on Instagram who, I don't feel like saying their name.
That's okay.
Okay, there's a girl on Instagram who really inspires me. And I have watched her journey for a long time. And I know that God has placed this person in my view for me to witness what he has done for her and so it can be a reminder of what he can do for me. She's a woman of faith. She's a Black woman, and she has just been, I may not agree or have the same exact life as her, but she has just been so inspiring to me that it just reminds me like, girl, get up. Get up. Almost to the point where you still watching. Get up. You already peeped what she did. Go do your own.
Period.
It's time. Stop watching now. Stop only applauding. You can still applaud while you get to work on your own craft, right? So I think I'll say that. Yeah, there's a person on Instagram who just has truly inspired me with what she's done with her life and her career.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
I love that. And I love how you said you peeped it, but it's not for you to keep consuming. It's not for you to keep watching.
Absolutely,
you know?
right?
So
like,
many
get
people
to work.
can get lost in that.
Yeah, get to work. And I think oftentimes, like, I am someone, I will clap for other people. But at a certain point, babes, clap for yourself. Pour into yourself. Like, and that is hard to really face, because a lot of times people are more like self-centered, or people are more like confident. And I think somebody may see me and be like, oh, she's so confident, but no, like, girl, this is me speaking to myself. Get up, like, do that. Can I curse?
Yeah.
Do that shit. Like, do what you need to do. People, I know there are people that see me and they're like, you do so much here. I'm like, no, I'm not. There's more to be done. there is more to be done. And you're always going to be your hardest critic, right? But there is so much more to do. There's so much more. And when you know yourself, right, and you're honest with yourself, you already know that you can be capable for more. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love that. Okay. Just sparked another point in me. So then to conclude, to wrap this all up, what would you say to your younger self? Basically what we were talking about earlier today.
Cry.
I loved that. I loved how you explained that, and I would just love for you to share that with us if you're comfortable.
So emotional.
Give us a tear, you know.
To my younger self.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Dear sweet Moyo. Girl, you are so talented. Believe in yourself, girl. Like, do it. Just do whatever you want to do. Do what you're called to do. Walk in your purpose boldly. Girl, boldly. That's what I would tell my younger self. Don't worry about what he said, she said, girl, walk with purpose and trust God. Like, he's got your back, girl. That's what I would tell myself. Do it boldly and walking your purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that so much. Thank you so much.
Thank
Moyo.
you.
And that concludes our interview for Ambition.
Bye.
Bye.